Alright, so the work for Wednesday, I'm going to keep it pretty simple so we can get into the work on Thursday and Friday, which will be just slightly more involved. You're going to do number 23 through 28 on page 538. Just use the graph paper that I've included. This is probably going to be the simplest part of the assignment that you will have this week. Right, in some of them you will be given a value for r. Some of them you'll be given a value for theta. It could be radians or it could be degrees. If you're given a value for r, it's just going to be a circle. You will count up from the origin this number of units, and then you will draw a circle all the way around the origin, staying this number of units away. For example, if r equals 1, okay, here's all the places that you could possibly mark where you are 1 unit away from the origin. Draw a circle. If it were r equals 3, then you would go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 units away, and draw your circle. Whoa. R equals 3. If, however, you're given a measure for theta, it stands for angle of rotation, then you will just rotate from the origin, rotate this much. All right, you can see if you go in the positive direction, pi over 3 is this far. So rotate in the negative direction that far, and then draw a line all the way through. This is the graph of negative pi over 3. All right, that's all you're doing on problems 23 through 28. Now 2 through 12. Sorry, wrong page. There we go. 30 through 40, the evens. It's the law of cosines. It's no big deal. Okay, if you look at number 31, they give you 2 points, and you're going to find the distance between those 2 polar points. They give you 2 r's, and they give you 2 angles of rotation. Sometimes they're going to be positive, sometimes they're going to be negative, it doesn't matter. All right, remember the law of cosines. Let me see if I get this right here. If you have b and c, then it's going to be, a and b. C is going to equal a squared plus b squared minus 2 times a times b times cosine of c. Just get used to it. Here it is. Okay, look at what we did here. The a and the b turn into r's. R1, R2. R1, R2. The theta turns into rotation. So that's going to get included right here. It's the second one minus the first one. And you just plug the values in. This does work. Now, you'll have to change in mode if you're given degrees, like on number 35, change your calculator back to degrees. otherwise the cosine part won't work correctly. If you're given radian measures, change the mode to radians, else the cosine part won't work. I suggest just writing them out just like I did right here. If you need to make you a table explaining what each of these measures stands for, go ahead and do that. Here's my R1, here's my R2. So that 3 goes all the way to here, gets squared. This 8 goes here, it gets squared. Then they get used again right here and right here. This -2 will always be there. It is a part of the formula. -2 will always be there. Cosine will always be there. So when we do this in our calculator, okay, let me change my mode. Make sure that we are in radians, and we are. I don't know that it will make any difference, but I want to go back to function instead of polar coordinates. So here we go. Typing this into the calculator. Second x squared. All right. 3 squared plus 8 squared minus 2 times 3 times 8 cosine this is the only tricky part, typing this in. Alright, so I'm going to use parentheses since it's a fraction, or let's see here, I can do alpha y equals, enter, and then there's my fraction, 2 pi over 3 minus alpha y equals, enter, negative pi over 3, close the parentheses, push enter, tells me the answer is 11. I got 10.7 when I did it the other way. That's okay. 10.7 or 11. With degrees. Let's try one with degrees. Okay, so go back to mode, change to degree, enter. Alright, R1 is 4, R2 is 1, so second square root, 4 squared plus 1 squared minus 2 times 4 times 1 cosine 60 minus negative 315, enter. There we go, 3.05. Okay, I don't think you'll have much trouble with this. The process is pretty straightforward. Look at this example again and again. Look at what I did for you here on this written paper, on the video. Read the book. You can do it. And again, I've broken these up so you're not killing yourself doing all these in one day. Do them, get them turned in, let me grade them. Do your best. That's all I can ask. Hope to see you soon. Bye.